What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm just going to be showing you guys on how to make your DSLR photo or just any photo really to give that film look to it, give like an older look to it. And it's just going to be a super short video, but I just wanted to make this because I found out a way that was super easy to me. So I just want to share that knowledge with you guys. So let's just hop right into this and show you guys how to make your photos look like film. Okay, so we have the photo right here. It's a bleachers and a football field. You can't really tell it's a football field, but you can tell it's bleachers in the field. So we're going to be using this photo as an example for today. So first thing first, I always bring my highlights down quite a bit, and then I lift my shadows up anywhere between 50 and 100. I just play with it to see what works for the photo, and looking like 60-ish, maybe 70-ish, something like that. Yeah, 73 works best for this photo. And then I bring down the whites a tiny bit, like not a whole lot. I do minimal adjustments to the whites. Blacks, I bring up about 10 to 15 around there, and it looks like 14 is actually working pretty well for that. Then what you want to do also is bring the clarity down quite a bit, not a whole lot, but between like -1 to -20 is like the sweet spot. Anywhere between there makes it work perfectly. And I do add some vibrance because I do like adding vibrance to my photos. And then another thing that you need to do is deal with the tone curve, which is down here. This one kind of just like, I usually do S-curves to my photos, but since we're trying to get that film look, I'm going to lift that up, and then I'm going to bring the bottom down here up a little bit, bring back down that one a little bit. And this tone curve, you just play with it to see what works best for the photo. And looking like right there does. And then this part is one of the biggest things to the film look. Come down to your HSL tabs and go to your saturation and bring your yellows and greens down quite a bit. And then come over to your luminance, brighten those up in the green and yellows, and that way you get the old film look. And then if you want to, you could desaturate the blues a little bit and then bring in up in luminance, and so that way you get some desaturation in the color, but you still see that there's some color there, and you're starting to notice that it has that old school look to it with the desaturation of the greens and yellows especially. And then desaturating the blues did help this photo quite a bit. And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to bump up the saturation of the reds a little bit, so that way you can see more of the reds. Then after all of that, in the split toning, I kind of skip over that. Then come down here, all the way down to grain. And once you get to the grain and the effects panel, I bring it up anywhere between 40 to 70. I feel like that works best for these type of photos. And then you just want to play with the size and roughness and all that stuff. See what works best for that look of the photo that you're trying to go for. And let's see. All right, there looks pretty good for me. I'm happy with that. And then here in the calibration, the camera calibration section, I usually bring it down. I bring all those down and just play with it to see what works best for the photo. So I bring it down anywhere between -10 to about -25. Anywhere around that works generally well. And then also just bump up the saturation a little bit in the blues, and then bring it up in the reds. And then tiny bit, very, very minimal desaturation in the green primary, and just play with the shadows in this part. If you go more in the greens, it makes it pop more. But I think, let's see, yeah, -8 works best for that photo. And that's basically it. As you can see, the before and after, you have that old film look to it and all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comment them down below. I just wanted to make this quick video to show you guys how I do the film look to it, and you can play around with it, do what works best for you and all that stuff. And again, try to bring up the shadows to make it a flatter look, because film had like a flatter look to it than it does now with DSLRs having more contrast. And yeah, so just play around with it, see what works best for that photo, and from there you could just make it your own style to it. But grain is a huge part in this, and bringing up the shadows is a big part in it, and bringing contrast down and bringing the clarity down slightly and all that stuff usually helps. And then just one thing that you guys need to know is just bring the shadows and black ups a little bit, or however much you feel like it should for that photo, and bring the highlights down and just make it a flat look, so that way it looks like a film photo. And bring the green and yellow saturations down and luminance up, and that's about it. Play with it how you want to, and adding grain is a huge part in it as well. Play with that, and basically all the stuff I just showed you, and just play around with it to find something that works best for your photo and to your liking. But other than that, if you guys did like this video, be sure to leave a like. And like I said, if you have any questions, comment down below. Subscribe if you guys are new with post notifications turned on. Keep creating, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.